The concept of cuteness, though seemingly simple, is a multifaceted notion that holds both scientific and emotional weight. At its core, cuteness is an aesthetic quality often characterized by features like large, symmetrical eyes, a small mouth, a high forehead, and a generally soft, rounded body. These features evoke nurturing instincts in humans, a response believed to be hardwired into our biology to ensure the care of our offspring. This innate reaction is known as the baby schema response, where juvenile features trigger affection and a protective attitude. In relation to determining the cutest animal in the world, understanding cuteness is crucial because it sets the criteria by which we evaluate these animals. Significantly, it helps us quantify an emotional response that varies widely depending on individual perception and cultural differences. For instance, animals such as the koala and the red panda are quintessential examples that demonstrate these characteristics. The koala, with its fluffy ears and large round eyes, exemplifies the attributes of cuteness that elicit warm sentiment from people globally. Similarly, the red panda, with its small stature and playful demeanor, often tops lists of the world's cutest animals due to similar reasons. In contemporary culture, the concept of cuteness extends beyond just an appreciation for the adorable. It has tangible implications. The popularity of certain animals as pets and their portrayal in media are directly influenced by their perceived cuteness. This can aid in conservation efforts, as iconic images of cute animals often drive funding and support for their preservation. However, the notion of cuteness is not without its controversies. Some argue that an obsession with cuteness can overshadow the plight of less visually appealing species that are equally or more critical to their ecosystem's functionality. Moreover, what is deemed cute is deeply subjective and can lead to debates. For instance, while Western cultures may find animals like dogs or cats adorable, other cultures might favor the cuteness of different or local species. This element of the debate ties back to our main subject by influencing public perception and dialogue about wildlife. The understanding of what makes an animal cute fundamentally alters our interactions and priorities concerning conservation and animal welfare. As we delve deeper into the candidates for the world's cutest animal, the core principles of cuteness illuminate why these creatures hold such sway over us, guiding our selections and ultimately shaping popular opinion and the resulting conservation narratives. The concept of cuteness, both biologically and psychologically, is a fascinating lens through which we can explore why certain animals are often deemed the cutest in the world. Biologically, cuteness is frequently associated with features like large eyes, round faces, and small bodies, traits often found in infants across many species, including humans. This is known as neoteny, where juvenile features are retained in the adult stage. Psychologically, these traits trigger nurturing responses in humans, essentially a survival mechanism that encourages care for the young. This response is hardwired into our brains, activating what is known as the brain's mesocorticolimbic system, which is associated with reward processing and positive emotions. The significance of understanding this biological and psychological basis lies in its ability to explain the universal appeal of certain animals across cultures and communities. It sheds light on why certain animals, such as pandas and kittens, undeniably stir adoration worldwide and often top the list of the cutest animals. These insights are invaluable for fields like conservation efforts, where leveraging animals' cuteness can help raise awareness and funds by tapping into this natural human affection. For example, the giant panda, with its large, expressive eyes and round face, is often used to spearhead wildlife conservation campaigns. Another real-world application is in the design of animated characters or toys, where creators deliberately use cute features to ensure emotional engagement with audiences, boosting both popularity and profitability. Opinions supporting this idea are reinforced by the success of viral internet phenomena centered around cute animals, where views and shares translate to quantifiable engagement. However, some argue that an overemphasis on cuteness can skew conservation priorities, overlooking less adorable species that are equally in need of protection. Challenges to this concept include cultural variances in perceptions of cuteness and the ethical implications of prioritizing animals based on appearance. Moreover, the subjective nature of cuteness can spark debates, as what is considered cute in one culture may not carry the same weight in another. Nevertheless, this principle is inextricably tied to the broader topic by influencing which animals capture human interest and empathy, impacting conservation strategies, media representations, and even the pet industry. By understanding the biological and psychological underpinnings of cuteness, we can appreciate its profound effect on human-animal interactions, guiding us to make more informed and empathetic choices regarding wildlife and domestic animal welfare. The heading, Popular Candidacies for the Cutest Animal, introduces a vibrant and engaging facet of the debate about which species reigns supreme in adorableness. At heart, this concept examines a range of animal species that are often nominated by the public and experts alike for their irresistible, charming attributes. Cuteness typically refers to physical and behavioral traits like big eyes, small size, playful demeanor, and notable attraction or appeal to human observers. This is a subjective measure that depends greatly on cultural influences and personal experiences, thus sparking a wide array of opinions across the globe. Discussing popular candidates for the cutest animal is essential as it highlights the varied reasons why different species capture human hearts, offering insights into human-animal relationships while celebrating biodiversity. Specific examples often cited in this debate include the koala and the sea otter. The koala, with its plush-like fuzz, rounded ears, and tranquil demeanor, captures the imagination as it lounges in the eucalyptus trees of Australia. Similarly, the sea otter, with its expressive eyes and endearing playfulness, especially when holding hands in the water, is a beloved icon of marine cuteness. Public and expert opinions on which animal claims the title of cutest provide an eclectic mix of reasons for their choices. Animal conservationists often participate in this discourse to draw attention to endangered species, suggesting that highlighting cuteness can leverage emotional connections to spur conservation efforts. There is a belief that the cuteness factor can enhance public interest and funding for habitat preservation and animal welfare. However, this focus on cuteness isn't without controversy. Some argue that an obsession with cuteness may unfairly promote certain animals over equally important yet less aesthetic species, potentially skewing conservation priorities toward charismatic megafauna. This bias can also overshadow essential traits like ecological significance, adaptability, and intelligence. Additionally, critics prompt us to consider cultural variance where different regions may elevate local fauna, leading to a rich tapestry of cuteness appreciation that defies a one-size-fits-all standard. This exploration of cute candidates weaves into broader discussions about why humans find certain animals appealing and how these preferences influence behaviors and activities such as tourism, pet ownership, and conservation. Ultimately, our fascination with animal cuteness can reflect deeper values of nurture, protection, and a longing for connection in an increasingly disconnected world. When discussing the cutest animal in the world, it's imperative to consider cultural and regional differences in perceptions of cuteness. This concept refers to the that what one culture or region finds cute might differ dramatically from another's perceptions. The elements that define cuteness often include physical traits such as size, color, and facial features, as well as behaviors that elicit affectionate reactions. Understanding these differences is significant because it underscores the subjectivity of cuteness, informing us that opinions about the cutest animal are not universal, but rather culturally constructed. For example, in Japan, the concept of kawaii, which translates to cuteness, holds substantial cultural significance. Japanese perception often favors animals with features like large eyes and rounded bodies, such as certain breeds of cats, or the popular capybara. Meanwhile, Scandinavians might find cuteness in the polar bear for its fluffy appearance and association with the snowy landscapes of the region. These examples showcase how cultural backgrounds shape what people deem cute, reflecting broader regional identities and values. Many opinions support the idea that cuteness isn't merely an innate response, but is influenced by cultural storytelling and symbolism. Animals like pandas have been globally branded as symbols of cuteness through wildlife conservation campaigns, supported by their gentle portrayal in media. Conversely, some might argue that the perception of cuteness is universal, driven by evolutionary factors where infantile features trigger caregiving behaviors across cultures. Challenges to this view include its reliance on stereotypes that might oversimplify cultural complexities and ignore individual differences within regions. Alternative viewpoints suggest that digital globalization is creating a homogenized sense of cuteness, eroding these regional distinctions. Nevertheless, understanding these perceptual differences can inform the global sharing of content, as awareness of these variations can lead to more effective communication strategies in fields such as marketing and wildlife conservation. This cultural perspective is not only fascinating in its own right, but also influences other aspects of the conversation about the cutest animal in the world. It reminds us that beauty, and in this case, cuteness, is in the eye of the beholder, woven intricately through cultural fabrics. By acknowledging these differences, we can approach the discussion with greater sensitivity and appreciation for the diversity in human experience, adding depth to the seemingly light-hearted debate about the world's cutest animal.